On the night of October 11, I took the bus again from Naga City, where I live, to Metro Manila. I'm using my small wheeled suitcase as a footrest, which is actually good for my legs. And as per usual, I have my fluffy and toasty USB powered heated blanket, and it is already plugged into this giant power bank. I also have this very nice sleep mask that I really like. I have two of these. I'm using the gray one for now. Another thing that I really like is this memory foam neck pillow that is really big and soft but also firm, which gives me the support that I need for the back of my neck and also prevents my head from rolling sideways or to the front when I'm falling asleep. Unboxing videos of the blanket and the power bank and the sleep mask and the neck pillow will be linked down below. The trip was uneventful, although sometime before 4 a.m. I started feeling quite unwell. I got to my brother's house at a few minutes after 5 o'clock in the morning, cleaned up some of my things, and then went to bed. Shortly before 11 o'clock in the morning, I was out of the house again for some important matters. For maximum comfort, I am wearing my now favorite outfit. It's a loose, shapeless maxi dress, almost like a sack, actually. That's very long, past ankle length, and my athletic shoes. I booked a Grab car, and in just 10 minutes, I arrived at the first matter of the day, which was this bus terminal. I needed to buy my tickets to Baguio City for the next day, but I must say that I am quite impressed with this bus liner. This is a popular bus liner that so many people use, but they hardly have any lines because look at how many windows there are. And they have a window dedicated to persons with disability. That is their courtesy lane. That's where I went, and I was able to buy the tickets that I needed. It took me less than 10 minutes. On the way to the next matter to take care of for the day, it started raining, but I have with me my mini umbrella. But then the rain stopped, and as per usual, there is the terrible traffic of Metro Manila. But after about an hour, I got to where I needed to be, which is my old dorm. I lived here for a couple of years. Remember this place? I have a video in my channel about this old dorm, and I will link it down below. I'm here to take care of some important and urgent administrative stuff, but it's currently the lunch break of the administrative office, and because I haven't had my lunch either, I decided to order something here. I looked around for something simple to eat. I didn't want anything complicated or unfamiliar because my stomach was still feeling a little queasy from the night before. Come walk a little bit with me. I ended up ordering just a Salisbury steak meal and a soda at the alfresco basement area. And while eating, I did consider those milk teas for later for takeout. Halfway through, I decided not to finish my food because I wasn't really feeling that hungry yet, and I didn't even eat the cucumber slices, but I did order a tiny cup of potato corner french fries. This is the sour cream flavor. I did not want to tax my stomach too much, so I decided to let go of those milk teas for now. At 1 o'clock, I finally went into the dorm building and talked to a staff person who made me wait a little bit in the lounge. Like I said, I already have a video about this place, but let me just show you around again. This lounge is for the tenants of the dorm and can be used by them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visitors can come here, but only between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. It took me a while to deal with important matters here, and it was quite stressful, quite stressful. So I finished at 3:30. Thankfully, I was able to book another Grab car quickly, so I was able to move on to the next matter for the day, and I tried my best not to dwell on what just happened. This here is the University of the Philippines in Diliman, Quezon City. This is my school. And the last time I was here was for a penalty course in 2019. Our last class meeting, I remember, was November of 2019. After that, the semester ended. We passed our requirements via email. I got a good grade. And then in 2020, the pandemic happened. This is my very first time back here since then. I got to the office of the university registrar with half an hour to spare before the office closed. I wanted to request for the new ID with RFID feature because I never had it. I haven't been going to the campus at all, but now that I'm graduating, pending my final thesis defense, I thought I might as well apply for that new ID because I am enrolled for residency anyway. Now, normally students need to log in somewhere online to request for an appointment to get their photo taken for the RFID ID. But because I am a registered person with disability, I can request for the courtesy lane, which allows me to walk in without an appointment. And they did accommodate me. I was told to just go upstairs to get my picture taken, and it was very, very quick. It took less than 10 minutes. So now I actually am no longer running after the clock, so I can take my time. I needed to walk off the stress from the dorm-related matter here in a beautiful place that I have always found comforting and which has always been kind to me. And just to give you a better idea of the overall vibe of the afternoon, I am going to keep the original sound on while we walk around. Come, walk with me. This is the University Oval, and it always has all sorts of food. And the first thing that I saw was this ice cream man, our traditional Mamang Sorbetero. Sorbetes is our word for ice cream, and his cart even has the traditional mid century design. I simply had to have a cone. I bought all three flavors in one cone. There's avocado, mango, and cheese in this one single cone, and it cost 50 Philippine pesos. Come walk with me while I enjoy this ice cream cone.
kaya naman sa itang ina mo bago cellphone mo wala kang pera?
At this point, I decided that I will enjoy the ice cream better if I sit in one place. That way, I won't have to think about filming and not falling over while eating ice cream. So I sat on this concrete bench, which has been here for decades, and just enjoy the fading light of the day. And then it was time to walk again while I find a trash can to throw this into. The paper napkin has already gotten stuck to this end, so I cannot eat it, but for sure I ate all of the melted ice cream that is inside. This place is where I used to eat snacks back in the day. I ordered another Coke and this instant noodle. This is Lucky Me with toyomansi. I took my time because it was really nice to be back. And then at 5:30, I decided to go. I couldn't finish food again. My entire meal cost 65 Philippine pesos total.
Less than a year.
That building over there is the main library and it's open for students until midnight. Over there is the sunken garden that's also being used as a soccer field on most days. It is called the sunken garden because it is naturally sunken and continues to sink very, very slowly, maybe half an inch or a quarter of an inch every year, but it's sinking. Finally, when it started to get dark, I walked to Katipunan Avenue and I could not book a Grab car. It was already rush hour on a weekday, so I took a tricycle to where I could get nearer to Ateneo de Manila University. This is Katipunan Avenue, and I needed to cross the road to get to Ateneo, but here on this side of Katipunan, there are places to eat. Katipunan is a university area because there are three major universities here: the University of the Philippines, Ateneo, and Miriam College. At the Ateneo gate, I needed to register online for gate access. I used my phone to scan the QR code that the guard gave me, and while waiting for an email confirmation, this small kitten wanted to stay under my dress. It's so cute. From the gate, it was about a 10-minute walk to where I needed to go. I'm actually here for the wake of a good friend of mine. Her name is Hilda. She has been married for about 3 decades to another good friend of mine. His name is Exie, and he's a former classmate of mine from the University of the Philippines, and he's also an award-winning writer. This is the wake, and it is a private event, so I'm not going to film it. At around 7 o'clock, I needed to go because I was exhausted. And I also had that bus ride the next morning. I was able to book a Grab car again, but I wasn't going straight to my brother's house. I was going to a restaurant where everybody was for dinner for an early celebration of Sam's birthday, which was good timing because that will be my pagpag. Pagpag is an old Filipino superstition of not going straight home after a wake so that we will not bring death home, so to speak. So what we do is go somewhere to eat or meet up with friends, anywhere, as long as it's not straight to your home and not straight to anyone's home. The idea is to pagpag or shake off death at that place that is technically not the home of anyone. And after that, you can go home. And when I got to the restaurant, I was already so hungry and exhausted that I forgot to take videos. I was so hungry, I just wolfed down the food that my brother already ordered for me beforehand. And then I was even too exhausted to finish it. Half-eaten food seems to be the order of the day. And then after the dinner, we all went to my brother's house, where I packed up all of my things because my brother decided to place me in a nearby hotel for the night because his in-laws were there in his house and the house was crowded and kind of noisy. My brother knew that I was tired and was not feeling well to begin with, so I needed to rest and be quiet, and so he treated me to a hotel room. All I have left of the dinner is this brownie from the restaurant, and this is the hotel room. I've already washed up and prepared myself for bed, and so I am going to call it a day. The day did not start okay. I wasn't feeling well, but I did everything I needed to do and wanted to do, and my brother is always awesome, so I consider this a good day.